What is up, guys? RSC6414 here, back with another video. This time I'm previewing and predicting each and every match of the 2014 WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view. Airs tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on the WWE Network for only $9.99. Or is it $10? I don't know. Let's go ahead and get to the preview and prediction. Overall, the show, going into it a couple weeks ago, I was not too excited about it. As more matches have been added, I've gotten more excited for the main event because I do really like Brock Lesnar. I'd like to see him have a run with the titles. Probably going to be wearing that Brock Lesnar t-shirt over there on come Sunday night, tomorrow night, rooting on my boy to take down Super Cena and conquer John Cena. Match should be good. The build for a lot of these matches has been pretty good because some of these matches were scheduled to happen at Battleground or did happen at Battleground, and the feuds carried over to SummerSlam. That was the only problem I had with the beginning with SummerSlam, one of the biggest events of the year. You have a couple repeat matches from a B pay-per-view and Battleground. Thought that was a little odd. That's my only complaint. Other than that, not too much. The card looked good. It will also be competing, in a small note, against AAA's biggest event of the year, the Lucha Libre's promotion in Mexico. Their WrestleMania, Triple Mania, will be at the same time. Del Rio will be appearing on their pay-per-view as a guest. I guess he won't be competing, but that just kind of shows you where Del Rio will end up. Just a small note I thought I'd put out there. Let's go ahead and get to the predictions. First match we have, no particular order. I'm going through this match card, no particular order. Just going to go down the list and give my thoughts and predictions. First match, Jack Swagger, We the People, versus Rusev in a flag pole match. The winner, I guess, they climb up the rope. We've seen these in the past. I think Hunico and Ted DiBiase had one in one of their feuds a couple years ago on SmackDown. You could probably YouTube it or find out the rules. They basically climb up and grab the flag off the pole, and the winner is the first one to do that is the winner of the match, basically. There's no pin or submission. Therefore, it wouldn't be too shocking if Rusev lost because he would not get pinned or tap out. Swagger, I could see him winning here, giving Rusev his first loss, but I don't see Rusev's first loss in the WWE coming to Jack Swagger. This feud's been interesting for what they've given us. And what I mean by that is two of these guys, Swagger, they've really tried to push him, and he's just kind of messed up, and right when he gets that push. I like Swagger, I have no problem with him. Rusev, I don't have a problem with him when he was Bulgarian, but when they tried to change it to a Russian gimmick, after we saw him as the guy from Bulgaria in NXT and in the Royal Rumble, they just changed it mysteriously and acted like we didn't know what the hell was going on. That's the only problem I have with that, but what are you going to do? This match should be entertaining for what it's worth. I know a lot of people said they aren't really looking forward to it considering we saw this at Battleground. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Rusev. I think his undefeated streak in the WWE's main roster is going to stay alive. I see him going on to feud with Sheamus probably after this for a mid-card U.S. title shot. That's personally what I think. Have the anti-U.S. guy hold the U.S. title. Get massive heel heat, and basically what I think is going to happen. My pick, Rusev. Next match we have AJ Lee versus Paige, WWE Divas Championship. AJ Lee defending the Divas Championship against Paige. Paige dropped it the night after, or Paige dropped it when AJ came back. Paige turned heel the night after Battleground. This feud culminates, and this match should be damn good. I'm really looking forward to it. It just should be a good match. Just self-explanatory. Two of the best in-ring workers for Divas right now, in my opinion, going at it in a match. It'll be a good match. I'm going to go ahead and pick AJ Lee to retain. I could see WWE doing a thing where they have AJ drop it every month and every other, so we just unpredictability kind of thing. and have Paige win and then AJ win and then Paige win and AJ win. But I think AJ Lee, she just won it a month ago. I don't see her dropping it now. So my pick, AJ Lee to retain the Divas Championship. Next match, Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. Y2J beat Bray Wyatt last month at Battleground, which I did not necessarily agree with, but what are you going to do? Chris Jericho puts over his fair share of people. I don't see Chris Jericho any way in hell that he's winning this match. I think they're going to use Bray Wyatt to pick up the win and maybe attack him after the match, put him out of action for a while to write him off TV so Jericho can do other things, and then we'll probably see him come WrestleMania season again. So my pick, Bray Wyatt. The Wyatt family will not be ringside, it said. I could see him interfering even though they're not ringside. I think Bray Wyatt's going to pick up the win. Simple as that. I don't see any way in hell Jericho wins. Sorry, but my pick, Bray Wyatt. Should be a good match. Hopefully gets more time than their match at Battleground. That match was not as good as I was hoping. Next match we will have The Miz, the Intercontinental Championship, defending against Dolph Ziggler, the show-off, the IWC's favorite, and the YWC, Dolph Ziggler. I like Ziggler. He's not one of my favorites, but I do like him. I would like to see him hold a title again to mean something. I mean, he's really gone downhill since he dropped the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Payback last year to Del Rio. Ever since then, he's just kind of been putting people over, just putting on good matches, but WWE doesn't want to take a chance with him because they're afraid he's going to get injured again. It should be a good match. The Miz's Hollywood heel gimmick is working very well because it makes me hate him even more. He comes across as a total douchebag, which is what you want as a heel. You want to get booed. You want people to hate you. So he's doing his job perfectly. This match, honestly, a lot of people were picking Dolph Ziggler. I was surprised. Why give The Miz the title when he comes back in the first place? And then since they did that, why have him drop it a month later? That makes no sense to me. That's why I'm picking The Miz. I could see Dolph Ziggler in a way winning, but I really don't see him winning, to be honest. I see Dolph Ziggler being that guy they use as a transitional feud where he never wins the belt, and then The Miz will drop it to somebody, say, probably Survivor Series, in my opinion. So my pick, The Miz, to retain and be your Intercontinental Champion still. Next match we will have Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon. This match should be good. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's really the feud. It's very rare going into a pay-per-view where you've got two Divas matches, let alone two that you're looking forward to, the feuds. One being AJ Lee Page, and now Brie Bella and Stephanie McMahon. This should be a good match. It should be really funny. We haven't seen Stephanie in ring action in a long time, so seeing her now will be really funny. This should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. Brie Bella's going to kick some ass. Stephanie, I could honestly see Nikki Bella coming out, turning heel, being the big heel turn, swerve. I could see Nikki Bella turning heel, joining the Authority, helping Stephanie get the win, and Nikki feuding with Brie Bella and helping Stephanie pick up the win, like I said. But I do not think that's going to happen. I could see it happen, but I don't think that's the way it's going to play out. I think Brie Bella is going to pick up the win, get revenge after months and months of being tormented, arrested, bullied, and her husband Daniel Bryan getting bullied by Stephanie. I think Brie Bella, the face, is going to end up on top of the heel at the end of the day, and I think that's going to happen here at SummerSlam. So my pick, Brie Bella to defeat Stephanie McMahon. And we got the next match we have, trying to think what else is on the card. We will have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I know I'm forgetting some matches. I'm trying to think which ones I'm forgetting. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Let's just go ahead and pick that one. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I apologize, drew a blank. If I forget any matches, I apologize. I'll predict them in the description if you're wondering. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. This match WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Should be a good match. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, who conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. I was there. I was marking out when Brock Lesnar conquered the streak while everybody was like this. And I was like that too. Don't get me wrong. I was shocked. But John Cena, Super Cena, won the titles at Money in the Bank. Just take us out of our despair in WWE and give Lesnar the titles. He broke the streak, for Christ's sakes. Put the titles on him. People say he's a part-timer. Yes, that's right. He's a part-timer. Should a part-timer hold titles? Arguably, the way you book him, he can hold the titles. In my opinion, Brock Lesnar should hold the titles. He should hold the titles one last time. He's held them before, but it's been God knows when. He needs to hold the titles one more time before he gives it up in the WWE and probably heads back to the UFC. What I see happening, I see Brock Lesnar winning. A lot of people have said this in other videos. And for the past 4 months, they've thought Brock Lesnar was going to win the titles at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar is going to win the titles, in my opinion. I could see John Cena winning and maybe Seth Rollins cashing in. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Seth Rollins is going to probably pick up the win over Ambrose. I'll get to that match in a second. And I know I should be picking this match last, but I'm not, so sorry. Brock Lesnar, again, like I said, I think he's going to pick up the win. Plain and simple. I don't see Seth Rollins cashing in here at SummerSlam. If Seth Rollins did cash in, the only way I think that would happen is if John Cena retained the title, and then like Lesnar gets pissed, F5 Cena, Rollins comes out, cashes in, or something like that. My pick, Brock Lesnar. Plain and simple. I think I'm going to be marking out at the end of the night. Lesnar's going to be holding the title up. It's going to be all ship-shape at the end of the day. Cena's not going to be champion anymore for now. And God knows, let's hope he doesn't break 16 times to beat Flair's record. So my pick, Brock Lesnar. Should be a decent match, though. Extreme Rules 2012, their match they had was good, so hopefully this one should be too. Next match, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in a lumberjack match. This should be a good match, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. I think the lumberjack stipulation works here just because Seth Rollins has always, for the past couple months, has been running away from Dean Ambrose, so it makes sense to have this lumberjack stipulation here. Dean Ambrose has been feuding with Rollins since Rollins turned on the Shield and hit him with a chair. This feud's been good. It's been entertaining. He's effed over Rollins' cash-in attempts many times. The feud's still good. The match was supposed to happen at Battleground. Ambrose got kicked out of the arena, so it's happening now. Ambrose won the Beat the Clock Challenge, chose the stipulation for the lumberjack match, and now we're here. Should be a good match. I was hoping, some people said in videos like Sean Summers, I saw his video, some people said that he should, like, this match shouldn't be a lumberjack. In a way, I agree with you because it takes away from the in-ring quality, but at the same time, it makes sense for the feud. I'm going to go ahead and pick... I want to pick Dean Ambrose. I like both guys. Don't get me wrong. What makes... It's kind of hard. A lot of people, it's an easy no-brainer, Seth Rollins. But Ambrose, to get revenge... I mean, where does he go after if he loses this match, in my opinion? I'm going to go ahead and pick Dean Ambrose to pick up the win. Rollins has the briefcase. Mr. Money in the Bank generally gets booked like shit anyway until they cash in. I don't know if they're going to do it this year. I mean, Sandow got booked like shit just ridiculously. For one of the worst Mr. Money in the Banks ever booked, if not the worst. I'm going to go ahead and pick Dean Ambrose to pick up the win here. Plain and simple. My pick, Dean Ambrose. Not going to take it back. I could easily see Seth Rollins win. I could see Ambrose win. I'm picking Ambrose. Should be a good match. And then the next match and final match on the card, Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, the Viper. This match, honestly, a lot of people aren't talking about. I think this match is going to be good. I think it's going to be really entertaining, to be honest. Two guys, one up and coming, one the legend killer, one that's been around for a while, and Randy Orton. This feud all started when Randy Orton was coming out, when he got announced that he was going to be in the main event of SummerSlam. Roman Reigns beat him up, thus eliminating Orton. Brock Lesnar came out and got the shot. Orton has then said that it's his fault he didn't get his shot. He's getting revenge on Reigns. They brawled ringside numerous times in the past few weeks on Raw and stuff, interfering in each other's matches. Should be a good match. Feud's been entertaining in my opinion so far. I think this will be one of the better matches of the show. I'm going to go ahead and pick Roman Reigns. He's going to continue on his reign of dominance, continue steamrolling through top talent. I mean, he did lose to a couple matches of Money in the Bank and Battleground, so it makes sense for him to pick up the win here in singles action with the Superman punch or spear, probably. Reigns will pick up the win, and I think we'll see Reigns continue progressing throughout the next few months. So my pick, Roman Reigns. Hope you enjoyed this video. It concludes my SummerSlam 2014 predictions. Check out the pay-per-view. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. Deuces. RSC 6414 out.